Namaste, friends. Today we shall see another major contributor to cause inflammation in our system. That is our exposure to various chemical toxins. So, we saw that our wrong diet, lifestyle, our stress, emotions, all these lead to the inflammation in our body, causing the gaps in the tight junctions of our intestines, the lining of the intestinal barrier. The same thing happens when we are exposed to these chemicals in our daily life. It is just unavoidable nowadays because every single day we use so many chemicals, starting from the time we wake up, our toothbrushes, our toothpaste, the bathing soaps, shampoos, the food we consume filled with fertilizers and pesticides. And there are so many everyday plastics that we use, like baby bottles, coffee cups, the baking sheets, which are all like unnoticeable but releasing trillions of microparticles into the water. Even minute doses of these chemicals as flame retardants coming from our clothes, carpets, beds, blankets, the blinds on our windows have phthalates present in them. And these are also present in our fast foods like the cheeseburgers or chicken burritos, etc. These phthalates have been linked to cause long list of serious health problems. They were even found in the breast tissues of patients having breast cancer. And then we have all the other non-vegetarian foods which have antibiotics, hormones, right? Even consuming fish has become very risky nowadays because of the pollution that is present in our oceans and groundwater. So it's just unavoidable nowadays. And we breathe them through air, right? Because the pollution is coming also from the emissions from the vehicles, factories, and also through water we drink. All these metals are also getting leached. The mercury fillings in our teeth, the lead, arsenic coming from water, all these chemicals just make a big chaos within our system. And without any second thought, we casually consume all kinds of medications, antibiotics, over the counter medicines, which disrupt our microbiome in a huge way. On top of that, we use so many personal care products, right? So basically, whatever we put on our skin, it just enters our bloodstream. It is like feeding through the skin. So we are like consuming these chemicals to the skin. So be very cautious while using these personal care products. As you all know, skin is the largest organ of our body and it is the first line of defense mechanism for our immune system. So when we put all these chemicals on our skin in the form of personal care products, the skin microbiome gets disturbed. And so the skin gets dry, there will be a lot of allergies and chances to get more infections on the skin as well. As the cells of the skin loses their protective lipid layer, it also loses the ability to absorb vitamin D from the sun. So what happens is these chemicals are oxidants, and these low molecular weight chemicals bind to the proteins and fatty acids of our cells and form a completely new complex, and they change the very structure of the cell, and our body recognizes it as a complete foreign material and the immune system starts attacking. So that's how the body undergoes inflammation. So when our cells itself are changing like this is what leads to abnormal cells, and that again leads to formation of cancer in our body. So these chemicals are cancer causing. They are also hormone disruptors. They imbalance them. And then we have PFAS, which are also called forever chemicals, which remain in our environment forever. There are more than 4,700 PFAS in use, mostly in stain-resistant carpets, rain gear, non-stick cookware, stain repellents, and firefighting foam. Research links these chemicals to a wide range of health problems, including hormonal disruption, cardiovascular disease, developmental delays, and cancer. The BPA, bisphenol A, the plastic we all know, is not just in the plastics but it is also in the inner coatings of cans and jar caps. Mostly we get exposed through the dental materials, food packaging, thermal paper, toys, and articles of children and infants. So, BPA has been shown to interact with the estrogen receptors and affect the signaling pathways, and it leads to various endocrine disorders like female and male infertility, precocious puberty, hormone dependent tumors such as breast and prostate cancer, and several other metabolic disorders like polycystic ovary syndrome. And nowadays we get these scented polythene bags, and even sanitary napkins are scented. No wonder nowadays we are finding more cases of early puberty or infertility. These plastics have become so much part of our life that even I forgot about the bindi that I put, which is artificial one. And until one of our member of Uni5 Naturally group mentioned, I couldn't realize. So these plastics and artificial things have become so much part of ourselves. Even the BPA free plastic that we get also will have chemical toxins in it. These chemicals also cause us to have cravings for sugar. The leptin and ghrelin hormone imbalance happens within us. We start feeling hungry even though we are actually not hungry, because the bad bacteria that are present within us, they need these kind of foods. So the solution is very simple. Just prefer homemade whole foods prepared by our family members. Stop consuming all the junk foods, packed foods, processed foods that come in packets and tins. Prefer glass containers to store food. Have foods rich in polyphenols and fibers that forms prebiotic and food for a good bacteria. Make wise use of the herbs and spices we have that are highly rich in antioxidants, polyphenols, and anti inflammatory, which can reduce the inflammation in our body. And then also start to do some kind of cleansing, fastings that gives our body a chance to clean itself. Do good amount of exercise. It can be anything like yoga, running, playing, swimming, so that the lymphatic system works well and all the toxins flush out through the lymph. And also do good breathing techniques, which again removes the toxins. Grow plants that can reduce pollution like tulsi, aloe vera, money plant, mother-in-law's tongue, etc., that are easily available to us and very easy to grow as well. And don't fall for the tricks used by the companies which sell these junk foods or personal care products or even cleaning products with names like organic, 100% natural, and natural foods. They'll just use one natural ingredient and 20 different chemicals in it. So be cautious with that as well. So have good sleep so that the body undergoes good detoxification process during our sleep, and also do good liver cleansing, use castor oil cleansing methods so that our liver gets toned well. And liver is the organ which does all this processing of removing toxins from our body. So give that liver a chance to do the cleansing and just live naturally, use the natural products. See, doing these personal care products by ourselves is in our own hands, right? It is, we know the ingredients, the quality, we can use organic ingredients, and we can feel very satisfied with that. It is time we acknowledge the impact on our environment as well in whatever we consume and all our actions we do. So let us all unify naturally, live a natural lifestyle, protect our environment for the future generations. Thank you all so much.